Welcome to Tube Talk for the 4th of December.
What? Wait, before we start.
What?
Breaking news.
What's that on your screen, Albert?
Funny you should ask, Melissa. On my screen is a picture, can you see that?
Yes.
Of Adavari winning at New Plymouth just 20 minutes ago.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great start to the show.
The only surprise was she paid $21.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Happy owners incoming.
And the only other surprise was, didn't have enough on it. 4 to win and 5 a place, but that will pay for takeaways on the weekend.
Can you describe the win for our viewers?
Yeah. She has, all she's needed is to get up over ground. And she needed the runs that she's had so far, and each run she's been hitting the line well over a short distance. Mile last start, and gun ride. 10 out of 10 ride from Kelly Myers. She just sat in the trail, didn't panic, got off and hit the line hard. And now that she's over ground, she can go on with it, and she'll appreciate even further than 2,000 metres today. So a lot of options coming up for her.
Great.
In the next few weeks. We've got 2,100 and 2,300 metre races, because I think she'll stay in the same grade. So great start to the week, and congratulations to the Activation Syndicate. They've been patient.
Yes.
She had an injury 12 months ago, and we said when she gets up over ground she'll win, and she has. So good on you guys.
So that patience has paid off.
Yeah, a wrap for everyone.
Great. So let's do a review of last week. Not such a good ride on Passing Shot on Saturday.
No, it wasn't. He looked like he had the field covered, and it was a really good ride till we got to the straight. He had the field covered. Mark Duplessis sat outside the leader, and on the turn he was travelling, and he should have just gone for him and put 4 lengths on them, because he's the kind of horse that you roll into a race and you just get him going and he'll keep running. But he rode him too pretty. He sat outside the leader, got to the 300, had a couple of lengths off them, looked over his shoulder, sat, waited, got to the 150, looked over his shoulder, sat, waited, and the other horses had momentum up, and they got to him, and only when they got to him did he ask him to sprint. And by that stage, the other horses had momentum, and he just couldn't get going again quick enough. And he ran 4th, only beaten a length and a half in the listed race, but I feel if he had gone from the top of the turn and put 4 lengths on them, which he could have, he would either won or run second. So I thought it was a soft ride. Probably poor ride's probably not the right terminology. I think it was a soft ride. So we've just given him a few days off, and he'll run Boxing Day at Alizina 3 on 1400 with 40,000. And he'll still be on target towards the Livin Classic Group 1 at Trentham on the 24th of January.
And you're happy with the run from Mount Difficulty? Yeah,
I was happy with the run. Danielle, great to have her down in Cromwell riding him, and we were going to try and be a little bit more positive on him, but we couldn't. He had an awkward draw, and we couldn't quite get where we wanted to, so we sort of sat about midfield, and he hit the line really strongly, but it was a day where you just had to be handy. If you weren't handy on the corner, it was almost impossible to win. But it was another nice solid run, and there's a couple of wins left in him. There's certainly a couple of wins left in him, so he'll now go to Ashburton on the 19th for 65-1400, and we're going to start riding him differently. We're going to start, rather than riding him pretty, we're going to be a bit more forceful on him, and ride him a bit handy to the speed. And then there's another nice race from Mercurio on the 30th, so that'll be of December.
The Southern Circuit. The
Southern Circuit, yeah, and the Party Circuit. And we all know that Mount Difficulty is good in the party. Do you like that?
I enjoy drinking it. Okay. And we had that cancelled meeting on Friday at Otaki, which sort of threw a spanner in the works.
You buggered us up.
Don't know if you can say that.
Can't you? Well, I have. The track had rain on it, and it was a dead fall before the start of the day, so obviously had given it. So it's a little bit of a mystery as to why, when there's a few showers and it's already got given it, it should become slippery. So it's probably a turf management problem. You can't. Good on the jockeys for pulling pin, because they're out there risking their lives. So you can't blame them for that, and certainly good on them. If it's slippery, you can't take risks. But I think it has to be a turf management problem, you know, and it's a day that's been lost to the industry, a premier day. You know, we've lost $250,000 in stakes. For us, we'd had a Varian that day, and she won today, but shows she could have won last week for 20,000. We also had Type of Tiger in, and the track would have been ideal for him. Barrier 4, so he's missed out. He's going to run at Hastings next Thursday. But the big loss of it was Dixie Express. You know, she was running in a Group 3 race. We thought she was a chance of getting black type, so valuable for her, and you know, she's missed it. She'll now go straight to the Eulogy Stakes Group 3 mile for 3-year-old fillies, Alpurnia on the 13th of December, where she'll be joined by Mia's Choice. 2 lovely fillies.
The ladies.
Yeah, ladies step out pre-Christmas.
Have
Have you been stepping out pre-Christmas?
No, not at all.
You had a work do last night.
Yeah, I had a seafood cooking do,
Yeah,
which was good fun.
yeah,
Good fun.
yeah.
Not with Go Racing.
No, the Go Racing do will be into next week. Looking forward to that.
We are looking forward to that.
Get mattress up from the South Island.
Super Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday the 6th. It's a Super Saturday for a couple of reasons.
Couple of reasons. Some closer to home.
Yes, so Super Saturday because we've got 4 very, very talented horses racing, and we're very excited about that in 2 of them group races. But also Super Saturday because Doug Bosma, it's his birthday, and he turned 7. And we've had a special pick from him, haven't we?
We have.
Which we'll talk later on.
Oh, shall we do that later?
Yeah, like we'll run through the horses first.
We'll run through and then we'll give you Doug's pick. So at Trentham, which one would you like to start with? Mighty Solomon?
Yeah, because he's the first runner. So Mighty Solomon in the 85 1400 worth 30,000. And a very talented horse. He ran second to Kawi, carrying a kilo and a half more last start. And only got beaten ahead. Since then we've given him a week off, and because we want to aim at the Thorndon Mile, which is the 24th of January, the Group 1, and we want him to go into it at his 3rd or 4th start up, so we needed to give him a break. So he races, he comes up against Kawi again. Kawi's a $2 shot, we're $4.80. But the rates turn around. We've gone from giving him a kilo to him giving us a kilo and a half, so it's a 2.5 kilo swing in weights. We've got barrier 1, which is probably not ideal for him, but we're going to use the barrier, and he's a super chance. Looks the Quinella of the weekend. Kawi and Mighty Solomon. I don't think there'll be much between them again, and he is a realistic chance of winning that race.
Pretty confident, it's sounding pretty confident.
Well, Kawi's a super horse though, so Kawi will be the hot favourite, but he's good enough to win Mighty Solomon. He's a group horse. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, and big change, Kelly Myers riding.
Yes, how was that?
Nice question. If we make the Thorndon Mile on the 24th of January, he's only going to be carrying 52 or 53 kilos. So Jonathan Riddell, who's been riding him, also has the option to ride Kawi, but he won't be able to make the weight for Mighty Solomon. So it's a time to put another jockey on and see whether that jockey gets on well with him. And Kelly Myers can ride at 52 or 53 kilos and rode out of Ari to win today and is riding very well. So she's on board.
Great. Okay, Billy Mojo.
Billy Mojo, last start winner by nearly 3 lengths at Cambridge, super win, very talented 2-year-old. We put him in the paddock last Thursday for a brief freshen up for a week, and we spoke to the guy, Bruce Harvey, looking after him on Saturday afternoon. He said this horse is that well, he's bucking and sprinting around his paddock. He wants to, needs to do something. Yeah, he needs to do something. So we pulled him out of the paddock on Monday, but 2 days off makes no difference, hasn't lost any fitness. And he runs in the Group 2 $100,000 Wakefield Stakes at Trentham on Saturday. And Opie Blossom will ride.
Jeez, that sounds like the business.
Yeah. Well, if he can certainly run the top 3. He'll be 3rd favourite. There's a couple of Rogerson horses that'll be hot, but he's professional, he's talented, he's quick. And, you know, look, if he runs in the first 4 or 5, that should be enough money to qualify him for the Cracker Million. But we're not going there to run 4 or 5, we're going there to try and win, and we think he's good enough to win. But these early season races, 2-year-old races, can always be difficult little affairs. You know, horse can go shin sore, how they handle the travel and things, but he will give us an opportunity to win Black Type on Saturday. It's a 2-year-old. He can stamp his mark. So, and Opie's on him because Danielle rode him last start, but she already had a ride booked. But rapt to have Opie on.
Yeah.
Gun jockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excited to see Billy, and there's going to be a big crowd of owners who
Yes.
see him on Saturday.
Yeah.
A lot of them are from Wellington, so that's cool.
Great. And lastly at Trentham we've got Charlestown.
Yeah, Charlestown, another very talented horse whose group and listed, placed 3 times, ran second in the Wakefield Stakes, which Billy Mojo's running in as a 2-year-old. He went to Riccarton and ran an excellent second on the first day. Remember when we were down there?
Yes.
Second, the last day, the track was like a ploughed paddock and he couldn't handle it because he needs it hard, and he should get it firm on Saturday. He's in a strong field. The bold one will be about $1.80 shot, but I don't think he deserves to be. I think it'll be it'll be more difficult for him to win on Saturday than it has been his last couple of starts. Charlestown has Kelly Myers on board, who knows him well. They get on well. He likes Trentham, and if it's a hard track, he will be over the odds.
Great. So moving from the Trentham meeting to Ellerslie,
Yes.
and I do believe this was Doug Bosma's pick.
This is Doug Bosma's birthday pick of the day. We said to him, who's your pick for the weekend? And he said, Rude Awakening. And we said, why? He said, because she's awesome and she's the show.
Yeah. And we're like, is this a new terminology? Is this what young people say? She's the show.
Well, he said to me before, I like Rude Awakening because she won the World Cup.
Right.
So the Karaka Million for him was the World Cup.
Yeah.
So
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So Rudy is back at Ellerslie. Now, what's Rudy's stats at Ellerslie? 3 starts, 4...
3 wins.
Yeah, you've done your homework. So she loves Ellerslie. She ran second first up in listed race and has improved since then. We put the sidewinkers on, the fluffies, because she was just having a little look around in her first start back. Danielle Johnson riding at Trentham. So Matt Cameron is on. Matt's premiership winning jockey. Fantastic to have him on. 53 kilos. Awkward draw, barrier 9. She's into 8 now. That makes it a bit awkward. But we expect her to run very well. And the birthday boy's pick of the weekend.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can give him another present.
Well, it's actually quite an important race. If she wins, she's exempt from the ballot in the railway. If she doesn't win, she may not make the field. So it's an important run for her.
Yeah. Okay, and finally on Sunday, National Pride.
Oh, and I should say, she's not going to start favourite either. Ryan Mark, 6 wins from 7 starts, will be the hot favourite, I imagine. So it'll be quite nice going to race with her not being the favourite.
Yes.
Yeah. Pressure will be off. And
yeah, but pressure's still on though, isn't it?
Yeah. She loves pressure.
Yeah.
She loves it.
It's just us that can't cope. Or maybe it's just me. Okay, and finally, and we better start wrapping this up because we've gone on quite a long time. Sunday we've got National Pride.
National Pride, really good first up run for 4th. He's a stayer. He's slightly one-paced first up. It was only 1400, and as he steps up over more ground, he's going to have a faster and faster finish. So Sunday, awkward draw of 10. We're going to have to leave it up to Jonathan Riddell, who really likes the horse, to work out where he positions him. Over a mile, the mile is much better than the 1400, but he will be better when he gets to 2000. But he can run a really nice race, and he has a genuine winning chance on Sunday. Be great to see him break through, because I think he'll go on with it this summer and turn into a pretty handy stayer. Awkward draw, but he can win.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, and we'll talk next week, and we'll have a preview of the Eulogy Stakes, their 2 big runners. That'll be exciting.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Liz.